What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from GeeksterLabs.com. How you doing today, guys? Well, today the product I'm going to be showing you is something that was sent to me free for review from Otterbox, and today we have the Resurgence power case for the iPhone 6. So this is a battery style case that you could use with your iPhone 6 to give you a double juice. This actually has 2600 milliamps, so it'll definitely charge up your iPhone if it's completely down to 0, all the way back to 100, no problem. These are the things that are included with the package. So as you see, we have the nice, it's actually a really thick USB cable. So really nice micro USB to regular USB, and that's what you use to charge up the case. And you can also use that cable to sync and charge the device with your computer if you want to as well. It also has an adapter right here. This is what you would use for the headphone jack, because whenever you do place your iPhone into there, you're covering up the bottom section, so it's not easy to get to the headphone jack. There's a little bit of space right here now. You'll have to use the adapter for headphones that are a little bit smaller than the Apple earpods. If you have Apple earpods, they fit in here just fine, but if you have any other headphones that are a little bit larger, they're not going to fit in that opening. So they do include an adapter that you can use with that, which is pretty handy. So let's talk about the case. So like I said, it's a 2600 milliamp battery pack. It'll give you double the life of your iPhone whenever you are out and about, traveling and such. That's the perfect type of use for this type of device. I always have a battery case with me whenever I'm doing any kind of traveling or long distance, or when I know I'm probably going to be using my phone a lot and I could run out of juice. And this one is a really nice case. I have to give it to Otterbox. You guys probably know of Otterbox. They're a very familiar brand, and they're very well known for their protection. So normally the other battery cases I've reviewed in the past, they do a good job of being battery cases, but they don't do a very good job of protecting your iPhone. I always feel like if I was to drop them, they'd probably bust apart, because most of the time it's like a back piece with just a really cheesy plastic bumper that goes around it that kind of holds it into place. But I'm pretty sure if you were to drop it, it'd probably bust apart and the phone could probably get injured and messed up. But this is actually military rated protection that you get with this case. So if you do drop it, I have no doubt at all, it's actually kind of hard to pry apart. So I don't think there would be any chance if you were to drop your phone while it's in this case that it could get any kind of damage. So that part is something I really like about the case. The other thing too is it's very slim, as you can see there. It's not very doesn't add much bulk to the phone at all. Matter of fact, when I was using this with my phone the first couple days, I actually forgot it was a battery, because it's not. Most of the other battery cases I've reviewed are much larger than this one, and so this one, when I was using it, I totally forgot it's actually a battery case. So it's very slim. It's not very large at all. So I was really impressed by the quality of this case. This is probably one of the first battery cases I would actually consider keeping on my phone and not using any other cases at all. And I'm going to demonstrate how hard it is to actually open this up. That's how secure it keeps your phone there. So you have to pop open the top part. There we go. And it actually snaps. There's a bunch of snaps that pop around there. Gosh. So this case retails for $100. It's available in a bunch of different colors. This is the black on black version. Obviously, it comes in also a black and red, which is pretty sweet. I wish they would have sent me that one, but that's okay. They also have like a gray and a white. So I think the back is gray and the front bumper, the rim part is white, one or the other, like that. And they also have like a nice mint and white color, which is kind of cool, a little more feminine, but it looks pretty nice as well. So basically, all you gotta do is pop your phone into there. It hooks into the lightning connector on the bottom, and then you attempt to snap everything. So you attach the bottom section first. And I'm gonna do this on camera, even though this is probably really loud, and I'm gonna look like an idiot trying to put this in here. There we go. Oh, okay, I got it. Snap it, snap, snap, and then that top piece snaps up on there. And that's it. It's installed and it's ready to go. So let me give you guys some close-ups of this case. Alright, so the first button we're going to check out is the mute button. As you can see right here, it's actually blocked off and covered up, but it does have a nice little switch. And the good thing about this switch is once you get used to knowing that, when it switches down, that's on silent. When you switch it up, it's on ringer. It's a very low profile switch, so you can't accidentally knock into it while it's in your pocket and then accidentally turn on the sound. It's basically pretty low profile, and you have to intentionally push it down to get that to work. But it's a really nice switch. It works really easily, and once you know exactly whether up or down position is off, you get used to it pretty quick. We have our volume up and down buttons. Those are also covered up, but it has some nice soft silicone, so you can still feel the click when you press down it, which is very nice. Get to the bottom here. So here's the bottom section where we have everything is completely blocked off, and we do have that small opening there for the headphone jack. And like I said, if your headphones are larger than the earpod headphones, like the ones that came with your Apple, your iPhone, it's probably not going to fit in there. You'll need to use the adapter. So I use my Apple headphones a lot of the time, so I didn't have any issues with that. Get to the other side, we have our sleep and wake button, which is also covered up by silicone or rubber. So you click on that, you can still feel the click, still feel the sensation. You don't have to press very hard. Very easy to use, no problem right there. Get to the back of the phone with the phone in the case, and we have the camera, the secondary microphone, and the flash. And we have a nice cutaway, angled cutaway, so that flash will not bounce off the edge of the case and create any kind of weird effects when you're taking pictures at night. And you can kind of see the thickness of the case right there for the edge. Of course, the back has the battery built into it, so it's going to be a little bit thicker. But for the most part, the profile of this case is not thick at all. Like I said, I've reviewed other cases. I would say this is just slightly thicker than the Spec Candy Shell. If you guys are familiar with the Spec Candy Shell, this is definitely not like an Otterbox Defender big bulky case. I think the Otterbox Defender is actually much thicker than this case and much bulkier as well. This is very low profile if you ask me, especially for giving you double the charge on your iPhone. As you see, we have a little trap door right here, and this is where you pop open. It's like a piece of rubber. Pop it open, and that's where the micro USB cable goes into. So basically, when you plug this in at night, it will charge up your iPhone, and then it will charge up the case. You wake up in the morning, both will be fully charged and ready to go. You can also use this port to sync your iPhone to your computer if you want to do that. It will sync and it will charge out of that USB port. On the back of it, we have the button here that lets you know. As you can see, there's like 4 different LEDs right there. I'm not sure if you could tell on camera, and I'll press that to show you. If you hold it down, yep, so all 4 lighting up, showing me that I have 100% battery life. Each of those represents 25%. So good to go. Once you do that, your iPhone is charging up right there. As you can see here in the corner, my battery is green, meaning it is being charged. And the cool thing about this is when it's done charging, it will turn off by itself. It will not just sit there running, charging, and getting super hot. I have never experienced it at all while using this battery case, it feeling really hot in my pocket, which is something I really can't stand about cheaper battery cases. That seems to be an issue that they have. So this one will not get hot in your pocket at all and will not continue charging once your iPhone's at 100. When your iPhone's at 100, it will just turn off by itself. And to turn it off, you just hold it for a couple seconds, let it go, and then there we go. It's now, let me see, yep, it's done charging, so it's not charging up anymore. So get to the front of the case, we see we do have a slight lip right here on the edge, so if you were to put it face down on a table, it's not going to be touching the glass screen of the iPhone, and it still has enough. There's actually enough, a little bit of space. If you have a smaller screen protector, you can probably fit it in there. If you have a screen protector that goes all the way to the edge of the phone, it's not going to fit in there at all because it's curling over the edges of the phone. But there are some glass screen shields and other regular screen shields that are a little bit smaller that might be able to fit in there. But I like the way, like I said, I like the way it has that nice lip on it. That's another thing you don't get with other battery cases. They usually don't have that type of thing. It's usually just like a barely have a bumper that just holds it into place. With that's not the case. On the bottom, we see here that the microphone, since they're not showing off on the bottom and the speaker isn't showing off on the bottom, they're being rerouted to the front, which is actually kind of nice for the speaker because the speaker feels like the audio is coming towards your face as opposed to coming down off the bottom of the phone. And I didn't have anyone say they had any hard times listening to my voice or hearing me clearly, even though the microphone's being rerouted up this way, so no issues with that at all as well. The one issue I will mention for those of you that are kind of picky when it comes to the finish or the back of your iPhones, this one, it has like a nice matte finish. It doesn't seem like it scratches up very easily. There's a couple light scratches, but nothing serious. But it does do this kind of weird oily thing with your fingerprints and things like that. So I know some people are really particular about the backs of their iPhones and they don't like it when it gets all gross looking. So this kind of can get that effect at times if you have a lot of oil on your fingers. I think if you had the other versions that are a little bit lighter colored, it may not be as obvious. Like if you have the red version, it may not be easy to see that. Obviously in the black is where it's going to show up the most. So for $100, I definitely recommend you guys checking out this case. Like I said before, I've been using this case almost 2 weeks now, and if I didn't have to start reviewing another case, I would leave this case on my phone and just continue using it, because it's just having the fact that it's a backup battery, but it's also a very small, low-profile case. I can't complain about having a backup battery with me at all times. It's kind of nice. It's kind of handy to have. This is definitely going to be my go-to battery case. I have 2 other ones that I just keep on hand just in case for long trips and stuff like that. This is now going to be the main one I'm going to be using for now on. It does retail for $100, which is a little bit pricey for a case, but it is a backup battery case, so I think it's definitely worth the money, and I definitely recommend you guys checking it out. If you want to purchase this product, check out the link in the description. I have a link to Amazon. If you guys purchase from that link, you guys would help support me and the channel, so I'd really appreciate that. If you have any questions about this product, post those down below. I read each and every comment on all of my videos, and I will always do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. If you want to stay up to date with all of my videos, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video review.